8-centimeter height advantage coming from Tauru.
Once again, here's cage announcer Anthony Suntai.
Southpaw, headbutt, low blow, back of the head and spine. As you know, no foot stomp to the head. Listen my command all the time, defend yourself at all time. Touch glove if you want, back your corner.
True crossroads fight for both men. Muin Gafurov, Tony Tauru.
All right, judge,
The victor will
time.
move
Ready?
a big step
Ready?
forward in their career. The bell in round number 1. This fight is brought to you by Leroy International Bones and Joints Care.
Nice little combination from Tauru as he stepped in through the jab, a nice little right behind it. Gafurov tries to spin. Tauru saw it coming, snuck in for a takedown. Some big ground and pound coming from on top by Gafurov.
Gafurov's in the white trunks, Tauru in the red trunks. The kickoff and right back to his feet is Tony Tauru. Tauru told us he would get an explosive start from his opponent. Gafurov is delivering on cue. Kick to the body, that lands flush. Big right hand from Tauru. Gafurov suddenly in trouble, but then recovers, looks for the armbar, and eats that right hand from Tauru.
Nice right hand to send Gafurov to the mat. I think he was completely surprised by that.
Absolutely flashed on that shot, but then had the presence of mind to think armbar submission.
And Tauru kind of left it out there for him as they battle here back onto the ground. Now we get a chance to see what Gafurov is like off of his back.
Open guard for Gafurov. Now holding the body triangle from the bottom, then opens his guard once more, but very active from the bottom is Muin Gafurov, and very active from the top, Tony Tauru. Trying to implement his ground and pound. Wide base on his knees. Now elbows to the body. Smart little reverse elbow by Tauru into the thigh of Gafurov. Looking again for the armbar from the bottom, Muin Gafurov.
Threatening the triangle, but Tauru's doing the right thing by posturing up. There's a possible armbar there. You can see him just kind of cranking on that arm, but it's a little bit high, or a little bit low rather, onto the forearm, not necessarily deep enough onto the elbow. Just kind of cranking it the other way a little bit.
Gafurov not content on his back, he's attacking with submissions. You see how active he is with his guard. Opening and closing, switch to the body triangle.
There he is, possibly attempting the
Again
armbar
looking
now.
for the armbar, absolutely.
But you can see how Tauru's elbow is up high out of the groin, so it really puts him out of danger for that possible submission there.
2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining, and thus far, what has been a very entertaining round number 1. That's what we expected from these two highly Tauru. So dropping Gafurov with the right hand, Tauru has maintained this top position. He followed his opponent to the ground. Gafurov now trying to sit up and through back to close guard.
You can see Tauru just kind of burying his head there, but Gafurov is trying. He is trying to attempt to open his guard, change the directions of his hips.
Bar.
Let's go, work.
Swing and a miss with the right hand. The explosiveness of Gafurov now taking the back with one hook in.
Wow, that was an impressive transition, Sean, how he just shot up, slid around to the back, and now has back mount.
Big right hands coming from Muin Gafurov. 120 remaining round number 1. Back and forth, the momentum swings in this opening round.
He's got to be careful with those strikes. When you're attacking the back like that, you have to make sure that you come in contact with the ear. You can't hit the back of the head.
That was the warning from referee Olivier Cole. Loving right hand, Tauru walks through it.
Some dirty boxing from Gafurov from the clinch position.
Clubbing windmill overhand right. It wasn't pretty, it was effective. And above all, a lot of skill. Both sense the moment at hand. This fight of huge significance and importance. Can you see the wrist control from the bottom from Muin Gafurov? He's continually attacking with the armbar threat. Now hammer fist from the bottom from the Tajik.
10 seconds.
From that triangle position, you can do some damage. Big right hand from Tauru as he drops Gafurov in the jump we talked about earlier, as Gafurov transitions out of guard up into the back, and he jumps onto the back of Tauru. Really back and forth first round that we saw. And let's check in with Rich Franklin.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is a tough one to score. Muin's got all the takedowns here. I awarded Tony some ground control for cumulative time that he was riding, but really he wasn't controlling the ground. I also awarded Muin a point as well because Muin was the one that was attempting all. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was just saved by the bell. If he had another 2 seconds in that bell, that fight would have been over.
Round number 2 is this outstanding fight is brought to you by Leroy International Bones and Joints Care.
You can see Tauru's got that left hand real low, and he's kind of just coming up from odd angles into that jab.
Leroy International Bones and Joints Care. You have to protect against the leg locks.
Now Tauru looks like he was trying to attack the legs. Here's the single as he jumps into a guillotine.
Looking for the guillotine and closed guard. See Olivier Coste taking a close look. Tauru, though, so skilled in submission grappling.
Tauru's
planting the top of his on the hips. Looking to explode away his Gafurov, but no explosion. Closing his guard back to open guard, but he's always being active as Gafurov on the bottom.
Yes, he's keeping the guard open, and that allows him to move his hips and possibly throw a little bit more space.
Fashion here in round number 2, this time with ground and pound.
We've only got about 15 seconds here to work in the final 10 minutes of this fight. And it looks like we will see a third round.
Gafurov stacking Tauru. Looking to take the back. Closing seconds now, the right hand. Gafurov. More shots from Gafurov. Sensing the finish line. Big shots basing on his right hand. Tauru eating loads of shots with the left hand. Now flattening out the finish, Gafurov. More left hands. To the right, to the left.
Wow, this is a beating that Tauru's taking. How much longer can Gafurov punch with this kind of force before the referee
There's your
stops the
answer.
fight?
That's the end. Olivier Coste has seen enough. 10 fights, 10 wins, 10 finishes for Muin Gafurov. It wasn't easy. Tony Tauru gave an outstanding account of himself tonight in the one championship cage, but Gafurov just too powerful, too relentless, too tenacious with the ground and pound for the finish. A combat sambo world champion now looks as though he is poised to become a champion here in one. A phenomenal performance from Muin Gafurov against the extremely tough and extremely talented Tony Tauru.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a halt to this battle at 1 minute 17 seconds of round number 3.